Yo, as always, like, share, subscribe. Now let's just get into it. So, we back. I know people been wondering where I've been, what's going on. I had to detox from last season. I had to detox from everything that went down, the way the season went, not playing OSU, just the whole season. I had to just get away from it and detox. So we getting back into it. We about to get ready for the season to start. So you know what time it is. I ain't going nowhere. I had to detox though. I take it real serious. So if you watch me, you know how I am, and I take it serious. So it affects me when we go through a season like last year. But this year, I mean, what's to expect this year? We don't know. I mean, we don't know. We lost a ton of players, and this video is just going to be me ranting a little bit, and then my next video is coming up. We're going to talk about the offense, defense, but I'm just going to rant a little bit right on this. We got rid of Don Brown, finally. We don't have to worry about the Viper and this untraditional defensive schemes and all of that. So that's a plus. Now, offensively, we've got weapons, we've got talent. Cade is probably going to be the starter. Well, that's just what I expected, is for Cade to start. And Bowman to back him up, and maybe JJ, who knows? Because we don't know much. We didn't even get to see the spring game. Like, we didn't even get that. You know what I'm saying? All you could hear was people talking about it. But I'm expecting Cade to be the starter. And the offense, besides the offensive line, it's really about Gaddis and his play calling. And here we go with this. Who's the play caller? Is it Harbaugh? Is it Gaddis? We don't really know for sure, but let's just say it's Gaddis. Let's just say it is Gaddis. Speed and space, all the dink and dunk passes. You have to throw it down the field. Like, you have to throw it down the field. We've got weapons. AJ Henning, Cornelius. I expect Cornelius and Roman Wilson to start on the outside. Sanders still, and Henning in the slots. But that's neither here nor there if we're just going to throw passes sideways. You have to stretch the field. Just like when we play OSU, they throw it downfield. They're not just going to dink and dunk. They're going to test the corners. Like, a corner can be great on paper. That don't mean he's great when that ball's in the air. That don't mean he can high point the ball better than our receivers. So that's just a big thing. You have to throw down the field. You have to make a defense play the whole field. Defend the whole field. So with Gaddis, his play calling has been mediocre at best. Now, all this is reliant on the offensive line, but from what I see, unless Mike McDonald just comes with a great defensive scheme, this team is going to rely on the offense to pick up the slack for the defense, because it's just a new scheme. You're running the 3-4 now, and it's a new scheme. So these dudes are going to have growing pains, most likely. You never know. They might come out and it might click. But there's so much change, and I doubt if the defense is great or even good, maybe. Hopefully they're at least good. But I'm looking for the offense to have to pick up the slack this year. And they should. You got Cade, who's been here. Now this is all on the offensive line. If the offensive line is bad, then all bets are off, because you can't do anything. Hassan, Blake, and Donovan Edwards in the backfield. So the offense has the talent. It's just, will we be able to protect and run block, pass block? And if we do that, are you calling the right plays? Are you calling the right plays at the right time? I don't even want to. I had to recall and remember how bad it got last year with Joe, Gaddis just running Joe on fourth and how many 4th and 1s and 4th and 2s did we see them try to run Joe? After a couple times, you would think they would go like, okay, this really ain't gonna work. He ain't that dude to just be running him like that. And I talked to his coach, his high school coach, and he said Joe's not a runner. That's just not what he is. He's a passer that is mobile. But that's neither here nor there at this time. But that's just the thought process of Gaddis and whoever's calling the play, that you're going to continue to run him when, after you've done it so many times, the defense knows that's what you're going to do. And we would still do it. That's just bonehead football. Like, we did a lot of bonehead football things last year. So what I'm expecting is hopefully we can pass block and run block somewhat, because we've got weapons. And this is me expecting Cade to be the starter. Cade showed bright spots until he got hurt. Like, he showed the moxie and the arm talent, the touch to do some good, maybe great things. So, like I always say, when the season is over, I detox, I'm going to try to I'm not going to be negative. And now, once the season goes and then, we see where it is, I might get. But once the season is over, like, I'm trying to be optimistic. So that's just what I'm seeing. I saw Harbaugh saying we gonna try to get it done or die trying. That should have been your motto from the beginning. And I hate to harp on this because he's gone now, but you wasted a lot of good talent in teams sticking with Don Brown. Like, I feel like if we had a better defensive coordinator, what was that, Shay's first and second year, who knows how far we could have went. 2016, we could have. That was more Wilton Spate, but y'all get what I'm saying. Don Brown built up numbers on bad teams and so on and so on. Too predictable against Ohio State with the blitzing and man defense. And we had teams that could have went to the Big Ten championship if we beat them. So it seems like we were farther off than we were just because we were getting our doors blew off by these dudes by OSU at the end of the season. When we might have, we went in that game twice with 2 losses. We beat them. We're in the Big Ten championship and most likely are going to win it. And then our goals have been completed. Beat OSU, win a Big Ten championship. Now, that's most likely, hopefully, and then make the playoff. You know what I'm saying? So Harbaugh can get us to the game with our goals there. And this is not saying that this is this year, but I'm just speaking in general. He's got us to where our goals are right there going into the OSU game. It's just we get our doors blown off and a season where you got 2 losses going in, you're in the Big Ten championship till we get killed by OSU, and now all our hopes and dreams are down the drain, and nothing we did really matters. So it's just about beating them, getting to the game with a chance to win, to go to the Big Ten title and win it. You know what I'm saying? Because if we can beat OSU and make it to a Big Ten championship, we should have the best chance to win it. You get what I'm saying? But that's neither here or there nor there. Talking this year. This year I don't know what to expect. There's just so much change, and we lost so many players. And I'm gonna get into all this in more videos, y'all. This is just the first video of the year, so I'm just breaking the ice, and we got a lot of stuff to get into, and it is what it is. We'll see what's going on. We got Mike Hart, Michigan, all-time leading rusher. From what I see, a pretty good coach, running back coach. So we're going to see. It's a lot of change, but some of it's good, some of it's bad, but we probably gonna have growing pains this year. My expectations this year are not high, but we're gonna see. But we're gonna get into it. So I just wanted to let people know I'm back, and we're gonna start getting into it. I'm gonna start breaking down the offense, the defense, and then the schedule, everything. We about to turn up again. So as always, like, share, subscribe, and as always, go blue.